Okay, welcome everybody to the final revision of this Quake map that I've been working on for about a month and a half now, I want to say, maybe longer. Uh, in the beginning, I was kind of just feeling my way through it, riding by the seat of my pants, but now I'm actually very happy with this, and this is something that I'm actually I'm very proud of. So, getting right into it, the theme and the setting of this map is something like an abandoned mansion, like a Resident Evil style thing. The main inspiration was the Spencer Mansion from the first Resident Evil game, just because it was iconic and there was a lot of stuff I could take from. I added a lot of things like these arches, these knocked over pillars over in here. A lot of the texture choices also reinforce this theme, like the creepy bookshelves on the walls and these weird shelves over here with like medical supplies and like skulls and jars, stuff like that, as well as this whole dining room to kind of add to the not only the grandiose but also like the eeriness. I kept the lighting low, and that was something that I struggled with. The lighting, I wanted it to be eerie, but I didn't want it to make it like you were literally shooting in the dark. So I had to brighten things up a bit, and I feel like I found a really nice balance. Beyond that, the textures, I added the textures like the dark walls and the stone pillars to make it look a lot more creepy. The texture, looking through the textures in the beginning, was what helped me decide that I want to do like a spooky mansion themed map. So I'm very happy with that. In terms of focal points, these pillars tend to be, I noticed, especially this one with the thunderbolt on it. You have to jump down to get it. So I noticed, at least when I was testing it out and with this edition, that people were like scrambling to like jump down and grab it. And because I made it so that there's no ammo for it, you just have like the like half a second to use it, like have like however many clicks you have with it, and that's it. Like you're done. You have to make it or make it work, make it count rather. Over here, this focal point here, we're gonna come back to this. Remember this. Then we have the second floor connects over here, and we have the dining room. The dining room's main focal point is the table here. Lots of fights happen around here. I had to lower the table because it was too hard to jump onto. But the chairs also act as cover. These pillars over here and on the other side, those help make this focal point stronger, as well as the two guns that are on the table that make it so you have to jump on top. But you're kind of sacrificing cover to get these weapons. Then we also have a little nook on the other side that you can kind of run in between to keep things flowing. And that's kind of the name of the game here, flow. I wanted to make sure that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, there's always some open space for you to go. Whether you go up or down, there's always something for you to do, somewhere to go. Speaking of going up, let's revisit this. I remember I told you to remember this, right? So this is you can see here we have Famine Pestilence, we have the other two Four Horsemen over here. You walk into here, ooh, you get teleported to the other side. This is the most well liked edition, especially because it's such an eye catching detail. This painting, or rather stained glass window here, it catches everyone's eye. So you jump into it, and it takes you to the other side. That was one of the most well reviewed things about the map and the tests that I've done. Beyond that, there's one of my favorite things is about doing these playtests is that you realize so many things about the map that you didn't even intend or didn't even think was possible when you see other people do it. That's the beauty of doing playtests like this. So over here, like one of my favorite things to do is you use these use the get the grenade launcher and then like rain death from above whoever on whoever's below. It's hard to do because the grenade has like a bit of a wonky like trajectory, but if you can nail it, it's fantastic. Then over here I saw, but when I was doing some testing, I saw some people getting crafty. Like they were like throwing it at the walls, like someone would be chasing them and they'd like throw it at the walls and it would like bounce up and hit them, stuff like that. There's a lot of strategy. My One of the more prominent pieces of strategy that I noticed with all of this is the with the paintings, which I couldn't be more happy about. I noticed that people would like be being chased and they were like low on ammo or low on health, and they jump into the painting to escape, and then they like hop down real quick, get stuff, then run back in. I've noticed that these are like the this area and this area tends to be a focal point just because of the nature of it, the fact that you're jumping in and out. A lot of people like to do that, so they're jumping in and out a lot, and it makes it so people can like, if they know what they're doing, they can like come in and get them pop them real quick as they pop out. Um, as well as the over here, one of my favorite things to do is if there's like a fight over on this side, you can use this little tunnel back here to come onto the other side and get them. Lots of strategy here. with the cover and the two little layers to everything here. And beyond that, one of my favorite things, just in terms of FPS level design or map design, is verticality. And that was kind of the name of the map. You know, I wanted the flow to be there, but I also wanted that verticality to be a major point. And I feel the sight lines that I had to create really help with that. So like over here, like, you know, you can, if there's somebody down there, you can pop them. That's why I chose the grenade launcher as opposed to other weapons, because it works the most with the verticality that I was trying to go for. Um, One of the other things that I noticed that I had a lot of trouble with when it came to the design was the sightlines. For example, like this entire wall here was added because you had a sightline from here all the way to the other side. I wanted you to be able to see the other painting when you popped out of it, but I realized that that kind of made it a little annoying to actually use them, because you would get popped right away if you tried to escape and do it. So unfortunately, I did have to add this, but I think it's a better map because of it. I also like added like this pillar here and then this here. I began with adding this. This wasn't enough, so I added the pillar. And it's just a balancing act. And when you do anything like this, it's just a balancing act of making sure you have what you need where you need it, adding, reiterating. That's why these play tests that I've been doing are so crucial, because you need another set of eyes to see the things that you don't. In terms of pickups, I wanted to make it so that you, it was a short jog away after you respawn to get whatever you needed. So right over here, there are respawns on this wall and that wall, and then there's weapons here and here. We have ammo on each corner, and then these areas have a lot of health, armor, and ammo, simply because they're in regular play they weren't utilized too much. So I wanted to give the players actual reason to come into these areas, because these pillars here are also some great strategic have room for strategic opportunities. I've seen some people like weave in between, like run around, get someone with the grenade launcher. I've seen somebody like pop the grenade, like have it bounce off and onto someone. There's some cool stuff people have been doing, and you know, it makes me happy that you could ever realize to see people like run wild with the playground I've made for them. Um, Beyond that, just I just want to say this has been an incredible undertaking for me. I've never done anything like this before. I've Level design isn't something that I have like really dabbled with, like mechanics and other things, story, all other aspects of design are things that I found myself a lot stronger in. And level design was one of the things I wanted to get better at. And seeing this, you know, getting feedback, putting that in week to week to week, and just seeing people enjoy the map more and more as I worked on it was, I really do not know how to explain that feeling. It just really helps cement in me that like this is what I want to do with my life. I know, like, I know I'm getting a little sappy here, but seeing people enjoy this map that I've put so much time and effort and work into create, you know, after week, you know, taking what they had to say into account, taking what they put on the form and all that, and I made something special. Going into this, I was a little worried. I was like, I don't this is gonna be rough, but I I think I made something. I think I made something special, and I'm I think I had to kind of get thrown into the thrown into the waters and learn how to swim, so to speak, for me to you know, really make something like this. And I feel that like even on those rough days where I'm like, do I really want to be doing this with my life? That something doing this and seeing how people react to it and respond to it is something that makes me realize it's all worth it. So sorry for getting a little sappy at the end there, but you know, I'm just happy. I'm just really happy with this, and the final version will be uploaded within the day. If you want to play it on Quake, the GitHub will be in the description, and I would love any feedback. Who knows? I might be making more maps like these in the future, because I ended up having a lot more fun than I thought I would. But beyond that, yes, thank you so much for watching.